Namaskar and good evening, everyone. Actually, it's quite a momentous kind of an occasion in my personal life. I thank Mr. Sharad Kaleji for having me invited for this lecture. Momentous just not only because of the topic of the lecture, the place where I'm now standing. This is one of the institute we grew up watching and looking at. One day we also will be members of this library, and at least I could see those great people who have been using this library. And I remember I had those vivid images of Durgabai Bhagwat sitting in the library and Govindrao Tarwalkar sharing a tea with her, and then Ashok Shahane, another friend of mine, and then Arun Tikekar. So you have to excuse me if I feel a little overwhelmed because of the whole aura of the institute called Asiatic Society. Another interesting angle to it is that when I was interviewed in 1988 for one of the junior posts in Maharashtra Times, and the person interviewing me was Govindrao Tarwalkar, one of the legendary editors which I still have. One of the greatest editors Marathi journalism has produced in the recent past. So there were quite a few interviewers there, number of interested candidates, and I still remember the reason he suddenly the balance tilted in my favor was I purposely dropped a sentence, a statement, kind of a thing while he was interviewing me, that how I am a member of Asiatic Society. So Tarwalkar must have had some kind of a thing, oh, he is a member of Asiatic Society. So that's another reason why Asiatic Society has a very huge role in my personal life, my professional life. It got my first break in the profession, and I could work with a person like Govindrao Tarwalkar, whom still I'm in touch with. I'm one of the gurus. I would love to talk about him. So that's the reason. And obviously to speak to such a learned audience and in the place called Asiatic Library, it has its own importance in my life. So thanks again, Kali sir, for having me this opportunity here. Before I begin, actually it was supposed to be part of my disclaimer, but before I could say that I am not an economics student, and neither I have studied economics. Kale sir made it clear. He informed you that I have nothing to do with economics per se. I never studied economics, and probably that may be the reason I still have lots of love for the economics. Had I been a student of economics, obviously those would have the technical issues in scoring and getting into writing answer sheets and papers. It must have got lost. So that probably be the reason. My interest in economics it's purely from the journalistic inquisitiveness, which I think that brought me to this particular issue.